It turns out that my second Revelation 13 video went much more viral than my first one. All I had to do was mention Trump. I actually had no intention of using Trump's name as clickbait, but it naturally happened. And with that, I received many new subscribers to whom I say hello and thank you, and please check out my other video playlists. But I also have received tons of comments on my Trump video, and I'm a bit of a comment warrior myself. There have been plenty of supportive comments from people who can see the same thing I'm seeing, and of course, there have been plenty of scoffers. This video is going to address several common objections. It wasn't a landslide. I've already made a video addressing this because it was an obvious issue. But isn't all the controversy interesting concerning the recounts and Electoral College? If you watch TV, you probably believe Hillary got the popular vote. If you watch YouTube, you might think Trump got it, once all the fraudulent Hillary votes were factored out. The issue of whether it was a landslide doesn't matter to me. The future of his presidency and the changes that he makes will be what matters. I think the high majority of Americans want a Trump America, and I think he really did win by a landslide popular vote. But it's been covered up. Trump is part of the Illuminati conspiracy. One particular very popular Christian YouTuber, who's not an American by the way, had to recant his prediction that Hillary would win. He was absolutely sure that Trump was set up by the Illuminati to lose the election to Hillary. Now that he won, he's saying the Illuminati have a new puppet in Trump. This teaching is lacking a lot of discernment. I've listened to all of Trump's speeches, including many speeches early in his campaign before he started using a teleprompter. And I feel I can discern from his words whether or not he's part of the Illuminati. He's not. He's a billionaire. That's it. He didn't go through the secret societies like the rest of the politicians have. He's an outsider and they know it. That's why they hate him so much. He stole the presidency from the control of the Illuminati. Hence why I expect a potential attempt on his life. Thought it was Obama. This one might have been the most common comment. I have never predicted anybody to become the Antichrist before Trump. So don't judge my prediction based on the false predictions of other people. Not a prophecy? It amazes me how I could state it wasn't a prophecy in the video, type it into the video description, and even use the word theory on the video's thumbnail, and I still get attacked as if I'm saying, "Thus saith the Lord." I'm not. I'm saying this might happen based on Trump's speeches and my literal interpretation of the Bible. The Antichrist must be a gay Assyrian Jewish pope. I found it interesting how many times I was told I was wrong, not because something I said was faulty, but because they already knew somebody else was going to become the Antichrist. So because of their presupposition, they refused to even consider Trump as a candidate. But with each specific objection, I found all of them to be lacking in a literal interpretation. The phrase, "the desire of women," in Daniel 11, does not mean gay. That's a jump to a conclusion. Scripture does not insist the Antichrist must be gay. The references to the Assyrian isn't talking about the Antichrist. The Assyrian and the Antichrist are two separate things. It doesn't make sense that the Antichrist would be Jewish. The Antichrist is the head of the first beast. The first beast is a combination of all four of Daniel's beasts. All four of those beasts were Gentile nations that became world powers. I expect the first beast to have a Gentile head, not a Jewish one. And of course, the Pope. People have been claiming the Pope would be the Antichrist for a long time now. The Roman Catholic Church even tried to get the early Protestants to stop making this claim by concocting a new lie, which became known as dispensationalism. Watch my Refuting Schofield series for those details. The Pope is the second beast, false prophet. The Gentile Antichrist, backed up by the Pope false prophet, will allow the Zionist whore Jerusalem to ride the American first beast. Don't worry, the papacy isn't being left off the hook here. Church history has just been pinning the tail on the wrong donkey. Now, in hindsight, we can see how the Roman Catholic Church fits the second beast. The Church Fathers wouldn't have had any clue. From this point, I'm hoping I don't have to make another video. Some of the predictions would be very bad if they came true, and I'd rather they didn't happen at all. But if I have to make a video about, hey, I told you Trump would be targeted and live, I could easily see it happening soon before he takes office. I hope it doesn't happen at all.